Hello and welcome to Alpha's Recaps. Today I will be showing you a movie named Free Guy. The movie starts with a guy skydiving into Free City. He uses his parachute and lands inside an awesome car and drives off with a nice lady. He drives carelessly, shooting down the police cars. Before we continue, click the subscribe button. We meet Guy, who lives a perfect life. He wakes up and says hi to his little fish. He picks a blue shirt and a khaki trouser. He eats as he watches the news. He takes coffee and greets the officer, telling them to have a great day. He meets his friend, who is a security officer in the bank he worked for. At work he admires couple who come in, and his friend tells him he was going to get his one and only. Some robbers rob the bank as Guy and his friend have a little conversation. Rachel threatens a dude to give him a map and later kills him for asking many questions. He meets with Guy, who didn't want to take his eyes on her. He follows her but gets hit by a train as Millie looks back and doesn't see him. She logs out of the game as the restaurant he was in was about to get closed. Guy wakes up and as usual he grates his fish and goes to get coffee. He orders cappuccino instead of the regular coffee and everyone is surprised. A tanker is pointed at him and he takes the regular coffee. When he gets to work he is so demotivated and some dude try to rob the bank. He sees the girl as he was lying down and immediately feels the urge to talk to her. He fights the bank robber and kills him, taking the glasses. When he wears them he sees stuff that he doesn't usually see, signs everywhere, and even asks another man if he saw what he was seeing, but he ignores him. He takes the health kit and he feels new again. Some guy falls dead in front of him and he takes the money. Keys tells his friend Mouser to check out what was happening. A user got his glasses stolen by a non-playable character. Mouser tells him it was impossible and tells him to boot the system so as to get rid of the non-playable character. Keys argues he had already done that. They decide to get involved in the game as Guy gets some new shoes he has been admiring for ages. He gets to the exit where he last saw the girl, and Keys and his friends arrive and they threaten to kill him as they wanted him to change his game skin. They shoot at him and he relishes that the shoes had jumping powers. He jumps to the highest point and Keys builds a way up. Guy sees an opening and runs for it but misses. His glasses provide him with something to land on, but they run him over. They get coffee to celebrate killing Guy. Millie watches themselves on TV as the presenter asks about the chemistry they had. They strictly said they were friends. Keys arrives and Millie complains as Antoine stole their work. Millie is unable to move on as Antoine swapped their AI engine and used in his shooter. Millie tries to convince him to help her fight Antoine as he stole the game and was lying as he didn't want to give them credit and royalties. She tells him she found a clue on a map which was going to lead her to the stash house. She asks Keys to take her there but he refuses, saying he cared too much about her. Guy wakes up, greets the fish and says that everything was going to be different. He picks a t-shirt instead of a shirt as he usually does. Millie logs in and jumps to the stash house. He checks out the security and Guy appears behind her asking what he was looking at. The surety starts firing and he produces a portal. She takes him to her hideout. He offers to help but she says she worked alone and that Guy's level was too low. He asks how to get to higher level. She tells him you could rob a bank, carjack someone, or punch a pedestrian in the face. He admits he never hurt innocent people. She tells him she could be a good guy and still level up. He gets out of there with one aim, leveling up. He fights some robbers and gets shot waking up in his house. He punches a bank robber and steals the money as he leveled up. On the Free City news he goes viral as he was playing the hero. People all over the world wonder who the guy was as he was doing the complete difference. He helps till he gets to 103. He then goes to the bank where he used to work and his friend asks where he had been, saying he was worried sick of him. He tells him that he had to figure some things out but his friends tells him all he had to follow was a routine. Go to bed, wake up early, get some coffee and get to work. He tells him about the girl and that he talked to her. Some robbers come in and order everyone to get on the ground but Guy stands up defending himself and his friend. E steals the robber's glasses and gives eye to his friend but he refuses. At the gaming company Key notices the blue guy and Millie texts her asking them to meet. Millie gets at the stash house as Keys is helping by opening up doors. He gets the clip and solders appear shooting her. Guy makes a magical entrance. He fights them and falls in love with Millie as he was fighting the bad guys. He takes the bike, takes 2 Glocks and starts shooting as they make an exit. Antoine, who is the boss, arrives. He tells the workers to make an upgrade of Blue Guy as the people loved him and he will be used in Free City too. Keys asks about Free City 2 as Antoine told the fans it was backward compatible as he said he will use the same characters. Antoine tells him that he was lying. He says he was going to make a sequel as people already liked Free City. They get to Guy's safe house. He tells her that his life was so stuck until he saw her. She asks about his skin and he's surprised as everyone asked him. He takes him for ice cream, which was bubblegum ice cream. They have fun together. Keys goes all over the characters in Free City and finds Guy. Guy and Millie talk and Guy asks her for a kiss and she agrees. They kiss and at Millie's end it felt awkward. She decides to go offline telling Guy that her real name was Millie, not Malatov. Keys knocks at her door telling her she was right and that their code was in Free City and it worked. He tells her that their game was life itself where characters would grow, change and feel real. It worked, and it was the reason the game felt so real and the gamers loved it. He tells them that Blue Guy was an algorithm and he was alive in the game. She tells him that the guy kissed him and he felt non-toxic. Key is surprised and tells her the guy was like a Ford. They find out that Free City 2 was not an improvement but a replacement. He tells her that the shirt guy would help. She goes back in the game and decides to tell Guy what was happening. She tells him about the city and how it was a video game. She tells him that he was a non-player-able video character and he was so surprised. She tells him when the sequel launches in 2 days the city will be gone. It gets sad when Guy says he was not real and Millie was. He gets to the very end of the city, which was an ocean, and tries to throw a stone, finding out it was all a lie. He goes in the streets shouting that nothing mattered and is hit by a car. He gets to Buddy's house and asks him what he would do if he found out that he was not real. He tells him even if they were not real, the moment they shared was real. Guy tells him that they were going to have a great day and they head to get the video clip. The player recognized Guy and offers everything he wanted and tells them to kill him. He starts dancing as Guy and Buddy head off. He gets to Millie's secret stash and she comes online scaring Guy. He gives her the clip. People online stream saying that blue shirt guy was cute and was an icon. Antoine gets mad as people were watching the guy in the blue shirt and were not buying Free City 2. He tells Keys to eliminate him by rebooting the system. Guy and Millie watch the video and Guy says it looked familiar as the system are rebooted. Everything stops except Guy. It starts glitching and fading away. The players are so annoyed. The system are back up and Guy does the usual and Millie catches up to him, but he doesn't remember a thing. He leaves her telling her to have a great day. Key tells Millie that Guy's memories were still there but inactive. He tells him that she changed his code as he become alive the moment he saw her. She gets in the bank and tells everyone to go down except Guy, and with a gun pointed at him she gives him the glasses, which makes him confused. She causes an explosion and kisses him, which makes him to come alive again and remembers everything. He takes her to his crib where he showed the reflection on the window which showed the original design of the city. Guy calls everyone who was a non-player able characters. He tells them that things could be different. He incites them and they decide to make a difference. A robber gets in the bank finding it empty. All the players in the world start complaining due to the lack of NPC. Antoine orders his worker to hit Guy with everything they got, but he is informed that all the people in the game were on strike. He starts destroying the buildings in order to kill Millie and Guy, but Key helps them. He tells the tech to drop the dude. Keys is fired, but he presses a button which helps to build a bridge across the ocean. They take every player offline, and as Keys is getting off the building he live streams Guy to all over the world. Dude drops in punching Guy on the face. He beats him up and his friend comes to help. He is as surprised as he looked like Guy but way better. He punches him then throws him. They all watch as he gets beaten. They activate Death Blow, but Guy uses the glasses which helps with the shield. He uses lightsaber and beats dude up. He creates a portal and dude overpower him. His friend throws the glasses through the portal and Guy catches it. He puts it on the dude and he gets so overwhelmed. Guy and his friend try to get across the bridge as Antoine destroy the servers. His friend is trapped on the other side. He continues running and jumps into a beautiful world which Keys and Millie made. Keys is so excited. Millie gets in the server where Antoine is destroying them and offers to give him all the rights to use their code. They are so excited when Antoine gets in trouble. Key's friend tells him to ask Millie out, but she says she was busy. She logs in and meets Guy, who enjoyed the view. He tells Millie that he loved her and that someone who created the code also did, and he was only a love letter. She takes off running towards Keys and they kiss. In the game as he was talking with dude. He meets Buddy and gets so excited they hug and tells him as there was no bank they were going to do anything they wanted. Thank you for watching. Please like, share and subscribe for more.